of the strongest effects in magic is the card at any number effect. What I wanted to do was add that effect and actually utilise it with ESP symbols and ESP cards. And beyond ESP is what I came up with. Now, as we're aware, Dr. Ryan at Duke University in the States had developed these cards for extrasensory perception testing. I'm going to show you the standard test what Dr. Ryan used to do in his laboratory. But before I do that, I'll explain a couple of things. The American Mathematical Association had disputed all of Ryan's tests, saying that obviously there was a few problems. First of all, the cards could possibly be see-through. So if somebody was to look at the cards, they could see through them. But as you can see, these cards have been updated, solid black backs, and obviously you can't see through them, so that's not going to pose a problem for us. There was another problem in that is obviously two people could be working in collaboration with each other. But obviously, we're not working in conjunction with each other. That rules that out. And another problem with Dr. Ryan's tests is that when people were successful, those results tend to be noted down, whereas when he was less successful, those notes were lost. So obviously, the recorded positive results of ESP were obviously disputed because of that fact. Now we're going to rule everything out. First of all, what I'd like you to do is if you just cut the cards about in half. And what I'd like you to do is take your half, and what we're going to do is we're going to mix the cards up. Just give them a couple of cuts or shuffle, so that you're happy that the cards are well and truly mixed up. Yeah. And what we're going to do is we're going to take your cards, and we're going to take my cards. And what we're actually going to do is we're going to push these cards and just mess them in together. Now obviously this way I'm not working in conjunction with you. I couldn't have influenced your shuffle, you couldn't influence my shuffle, and now they're mixed up together so nobody could know the order of the cards. Now we're not going to use all of the cards, so if you'd just like to cut about half the cards over at the table here. That's great, and what we'll do is we'll use these cards there, which are remaining. Now what Ryan used to do is he used to set up the experiment whereby the cards were shuffled in a rather fair manner, placed on the table, and then he would ask somebody to hold the hand over the cards and try and get an idea of what the card is. Now, I think that card there, I've got a feeling that that's a cross. Do you want to turn it over and just place it on the table? Now, if I do exactly the same with this symbol here, the symbol I would go as far to suggest would be square. Turn my card over, have a look. I want to do it once more, and I get the feeling that this is exactly the same, an identical symbol, yet another square. Now obviously these repetitive tests can become quite boring. So what we're going to do is we're going to go beyond the standard ESP tests. Let's just recap. I shuffled half the pack, you shuffled half the pack at random, they were mixed up together, and obviously you could an unknown quantity of cards under there. Now by obviously approximation I could guess there's between maybe say 10 and 12 cards underneath the box. What I'd like you to do is I'd like you to name a number between 1 and 12 inclusive. 7. What I'd like you to do is take off 7 cards, and you'll find the very next symbol. It's the 3 wavy lines. Take off 7 cards, take a look. A result which the American Mathematical Association couldn't even explain themselves. Thank you very much.